Funday. I'm your host, Andrew, but you can call me Uncle Andy. And we're back, baby. We are back on a Sunday Funday with my big buddy, Dave. Dave, thanks for having us.
Why, hello.
Dave's had a couple, what's your drink of choice? Mickey Slims?
I mean, I'm a pretty big fan of the old Mickey Slims.
Mickey Slims, Mickey Ultras.
Oh.
Dave was gracious enough to invite us over for a pool day. So if you hear 70 kids behind us, they're playing, they're running on a little slide thing. Dave's been grilling out. What'd you grill out for us today?
I did some glizzies.
Glizzies, of course.
Some cheddar wurst.
Yeah.
And about 50 legs.
50 chicken legs.
Chicken legs.
So what'd you put on the chicken legs? Do you have like a secret sauce or anything?
I can't say that here.
Well, all right. Well, that's because you were telling us the story earlier. You're from Buffalo, and you know the original, like the origin of the buffalo wing. What's that all about?
Dude.
You're from Orchard Park, right?
No, I'm from Jamestown, New York.
I don't know what any of that shit means.
That's
I know Orchard
like,
Park's
that's like an hour and a half south, okay?
Oh.
So if you were in Buffalo, I'm about an hour and a half south of that.
Okay.
But the origin is all about late night mafioso, okay?
Mafioso?
It's like a mafioso night. They wanted to get a late night snack, right?
After they killed people?
I don't know.
Collected money from their bookies?
Maybe they just collected. Maybe they just collected, but they wanted to have a late night snack, and all that Anchor Bar had left over was chicken giblets.
Chicken giblets? Oh, because they're an Italian place, so they just cook chicken and
parm,
stuff, and so
chicken
it's just
parm, chicken legs.
it's just leftover chicken in there.
Yeah.
Whatever the mafia.
So what
did
they
to
had
them.
left was wings.
Yeah.
And drums. Drums, and I guess you could say it from here, it's drums and slats.
Slat.
Drums and slats. And you know what they did?
They're called slats or flats?
I don't know.
I've always called them flats. Like if I go get chicken wings somewhere, I'm like, can I get 12 buffalo medium?
Because they're 2 bones, right?
I don't know. Do people in Buffalo call them slats?
In New York, they call them 1 boner, 2 boners. I mean, I don't know.
Well, okay. I thought they were called flats. Maybe they're called slats. So these mafia dudes, they roll in and they're like, yo, I'm hungry. I just killed somebody. I need, I got a big appetite.
I need something, yeah. And they go, hey, you know what? I'm going to take these wings, these giblets. I'm going to throw it in some hot sauce, butter, and vinegar.
Really?
And boom.
And so they gave them to the,
chicken wings.
They gave them to
chicken wings.
I can't even think of like a mafia dude right now. Like Al Capone.
Like
Al Capone's like, I like
John Gotti, bro.
John Gotti. I love the mafia stuff.
John Gotti may have had his first wing in Buffalo.
So they came
after he buried someone.
So what is the place called?
The Gapagoo.
The Gapagoo. What is the place called again?
Anchor Bar.
Anchor Bar.
Anchor Bar, New York.
They're still there?
Hey, you want to know the greatest thing? And this is a great hit for you.
What?
Anchor Bar is going to open up their first franchise in Kenwood, Ohio.
Are you serious?
Well, it's not actually Kenwood, Ohio.
Kenwood.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Kenwood.
So is that a real thing?
Go. Yeah, it's real.
All right, Anchor Bar.
Sure.
When you get to Cincinnati and you hear us, and everybody comes in because they heard you on our podcast.
Yeah.
With their 7 listeners.
We gotta
throw us a sponsorship, bro. Could we just, dude? You know
Drinks
what we
in
should
the driveway.
Do? We need to go there when they open up, and we'll just eat slats. And they're gonna look at us like, "What the hell is a slat?"
Or we'll do another podcast there.
Yeah. So
open it up.
A little backstory. I've known Dave now for 2 or 3 years. Our kids go to the same school. We coach a bunch of sports. We just got done coaching baseball this year. That was a ride, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh.
It was your not your youngest. You have like an army of kids.
I have kids forever.
Tell the audience how many kids you got.
Oh my gosh, I have 4 children.
Okay, what's your oldest?
It's Chase.
Chase is sitting over here.
He just hit puberty.
You got arm hair?
I mean, dude, this kid talks to me every day, and it's like, hey, Dad, I need to have Axe body spray, and I'm like, hey, guy,
the Axe body spray. So in high school,
I go, hey, guy, that doesn't cover up you just being stinking hairy, right?
When I was in high school, we had gym second period or something. So you go and play dodgeball for 40 minutes or whatever long, and then you go throw all your clothes on, and then you go to math class, and everybody smells like a big bag of
Yeah.
butthole.
Big bag of D's.
And so everybody just carried Axe, and we just called them Axe showers. We would just take an Axe shower before we got to class.
I mean, I don't want to be politically incorrect, but in New York we call those the old PR shower.
What's a PR shower?
Puerto Rican shower, baby.
Oh my God.
You know, hair in the water, cologne on the body. Let's go.
Yes, the good old Axe shower. All right, so your oldest, and then you have Beckett. How old is he? Is he your middle? Or your
Beckett
second
is
oldest?
Second old. I mean, we have 4.
4. Well, okay, so is he?
Second oldest. Yeah.
And Beckett was on our baseball team. He is my oldest's age.
Yep.
And this was their first year in coach pitch. Kid pitch.
Well, that's his first year in
Our
baseball.
director of analytics is over there by the pool. He uses
I feel like Dennis may have to have
a cameo.
a cameo here.
Can somebody get Dennis from the green room? Let's get Dennis. Come over here. We need
Dennis.
We need a cameo.
Yeah, we need it.
All right. So this was in terms of like coaching baseball. A lot of learning lessons this year coming from coach pitch, because coach pitch, you just throw it and the kids hit and it's great. Dennis was a key instrument in the success of our baseball team this year because he has an older kid. How old is your oldest? You gotta speak into the mic.
10.
10. So he's already kind of done the kid pitch. So we always leaned on him and said, hey, how do we do this? What do we do? And he is super into data and analytics and all this stuff. And one time he was telling us about Chat GPT, which if you're not familiar with it, you should because it's taking over the world. And he uses Chat GPT to set up his lineups. So why don't you go through some of your data analytics and how we didn't
Tell
win
us
the
how you
championship?
set it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my typical go-to is just sitting on the recliner late at night with a glass of bourbon and going
Nice.
through lineup after lineup until you find one that you like. And then I discovered Chat GPT could do it all for you. You just say, hey, here's my kids, and here's the positions they play. And
Dennis is a
give me a
great
lineup.
coach. He's super numbers driven, but he's also great with the kids. He was instrumental in our success. If you hear kids, again, we're sitting poolside. We've been here for 10 hours. I don't know how long. We're just trying to figure this out. So, Dennis, what is your favorite sport to coach?
Well, soccer was my go-to growing up. So I do like soccer, but my favorite to coach is flag football.
Flag football. Okay.
For kid sports, because that's the one where you're actually part of the game.
Yeah. Oh, I loved it. So my oldest wanted to play flag football this year. We had too many kids for one team, so I had to take over a team, and I was asking Dennis all these questions. Dennis sent me a 7-page email with different plays and situational awareness. It was awesome. I enjoyed it, but yes, you are part of the game. I tell people it was like playing Madden in real life. Like you're just sitting back there, and I drew plays on a clipboard, and they kind of and did it.
But like when you play Madden and you want a player to go a certain way and they don't know what they're doing, and you throw the controller and you're like, what the hell, game? Like that's like coaching first graders.
Exactly. Yeah. So Dennis and Dave, we coach a number of different sports. We just finished baseball. We're kind of in that lull period where it's like, what do we do with our lives for the next 4 weeks?
We are pretty close to tonsil hockey.
Tonsil hockey.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
giving
it's
me a
about to
wrister.
happen. It's happening.
Yeah, so for the
happening.
people that, and I haven't even really told these guys because they're like, what podcast do you do? So we do a podcast called Drinks and Driveways. It's mainly content for people that are in the 30s, 40s, and 50s that have young kids and kind of are going through the same shit that we're all going through. So a lot of people that are listening have kids that are in sports and they understand. And I never really understood until this year, like the amount of sports we did in the spring, and then it's like July hits and you got 1 month where there's really nothing going on, where everybody in the world tries to fit their vacation in,
Play some golf.
Try to lower their handicap and, maybe cut their grass twice before all the fall stuff happens. And I'm in the thick of that. Dennis, you coach, what do you coach? You like 3 soccer teams this year?
Well, I mean, I got 3 kids and 2 of them are playing 2 different clubs each. So it'd be the first year I don't coach my oldest, but I'll have 3 teams in the fall.
Yeah.
I got winter teams. I got spring teams. But, you joked about the 7-page email and the analytics and all that, but it's like a fine line between, right? You want to actually put the kids in the best position. You don't want to be like that dad that's living vicariously, like, I got to win all these games because that's my meaning in life.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you want to give them an opportunity to have the most fun experience they can have, right?
And we'll just take this time to call out specific coaches, White Oak, if they're listening, if they ever come across.
That's
those guys need to win, or else they probably go home and
throw their dog down the stairs.
Yeah, something stupid.
You're a terrible White Oak. You are a terrible coach.
Yeah, we're all just trying to, make sure the kids come back.
But
for next year.
Speaking of ego boost, that's why I like flag football, right? Because there's no better feeling as like an almost 40-year-old dad that you call a certain play and then you call a fake the other way and you're like, yeah, first graders, I just fucking fake the shit out of you.
Yeah, they'll never see it. Little Jimmy on the corner is just like
spike a ball in their face while they're crying.
Jimmy don't know shit.
Jimmy's on the corner looking at his mom waving in the stands, and you're like, got him.
Got him.
Yeah, so I enjoy coaching, but I definitely am enjoying the down, the off time.
We have 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks, and then back to football and soccer and club soccer and all sorts of stuff.
Yep.
I wish, so we're using, this is new to the podcast, so we've had like 30-something episodes, and we always just did audio. Now we're in the world of TikTok and Instagram Reels and stuff. We're videotaping this on YouTube. Yeah, so people are watching us.
You realize the real moneymaker is your face.
Yeah, exactly.
Your voice.
Of course, absolutely. I mean, I have a face for radio.
Yeah, so way more followers now that they see me.
Yeah, exactly. So back to kind of where we were at with grilling, Dave.
You know what really makes money on the internet, Andrew?
Feet pics.
I didn't even know
exactly. That's where I was going to.
So we came over here for a grill out. Dave, talk about some of your because you're kind of like the self-proclaimed grill master of our school.
Oh my God!
So you talk about some of the stuff you like to grill.
I mean, do I need to talk about what I wanted to grill?
No, what do you like to grill?
Oh, I like to grill everything.
Okay.
I don't want. I don't.
Speaking to that one.
Oh.
So what? Okay, if you're.
I don't want to have to give a free lesson out here.
Okay. Well, if you were gonna say, what's your best thing that you can cook? Your best meal.
Meat.
Yeah. It's probably
Pizza.
large pieces of meat.
Do you like
with,
not that large.
With 2 inches thicker. So they call me the tuna.
Yeah. He can't touch the back of a tuna can, but he can blow the sides out. You know what I'm saying?
I will say, okay.
Kids in the room.
Lots of kids. The best meat is probably chicken quarters.
Okay.
Oh, look at Chase is over there. He's getting all juicy.
Jesus.
Chicken quarters. Chicken quarters marinated.
Marinara?
Put them. Don't bring that into this. We're not in NASCAR. We're not in NASCAR right now.
Chicken quarters.
Chicken quarters on the smoker. Okay.
Okay, you smoke them.
4 to 5 hours. Skin first, then flip them, and then I take the old fat bacon.
Okay.
Some fat pig.
So you smoke and then you grill.
Fat pig skin, and then you render that over the chicken.
Really? So
my gosh.
That's your like signature dish?
It's like Christmas in August.
Okay. All right. Dennis, what's your favorite thing to grill or cook? If you had to say, all right, what's one meal that I could really nail? I could really dominate it. It doesn't even have to be grilling.
Whatever Hadding serves.
Yeah.
Hadding's great supermarket on the west side of Cincinnati. Here's a shout out for you.
I can. Not a sponsor.
No.
Yeah.
No, not a sponsor yet. We're still working on that. It's contracts.
I can order the shit out of a great meal. No, I do like to pulled pork. It's probably one of my go-tos.
Okay, love it. Do you smoke it?
No.
You just pull
I do sometimes do
he
like
just rubs and pulls it hard.
No.
Rubs and pulls. And then marinades with the secret sauce.
Yeah. No. If you pull it enough, it gets saucy.
Yeah.
So juicy.
Yeah. I don't even know what's something that I could cook. We used to, before we had kids, we do beer can chickens. Like every Sunday was like our
A lot
our
of
thing.
good stuff.
I just did a beer can chicken in Florida.
Really?
Yep. I just did 2 beer can chickens in Florida. And hey, shout out to Disney, not you.
Oh, you went to Disney.
Yeah,
I
went to Disney, and that's a nightmare.
Let's do a sidebar on the Disney
It's
trip.
an
So everybody's got to.
absolutely-
Everybody that's got
it's an
kids
absolute
has to
nightmare.
take them to Disney once or twice, or maybe every year. Is what Dave was saying. He wants to go back every year.
We did that this year too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was your? Tell us. Walk us through like the Disney trip
my Lord.
from the time you you set sail until you got back. Tell me about your experience.
Oh my Lord! So we did a. We'll put it this way. We did like a 3-day Disney trip, right? And we baked in a rest day in between every day.
Smart.
Okay?
Smart.
And I will and shout out to Dennis Kraus because he did give me the top spots to hit during the day of every.
Was he like 2 to 4 p.m. The statistics.
He said
are saying-
of every area that you could go in Disney.
Well, Dave was like, "Do you have any recommendations?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got."
Do you go to Disney a lot?
I got a spreadsheet for that.
I got a spreadsheet. I got a curated.
Shout out Chat GPT.
Well, we
Yeah.
we lived in Florida for a while, so we have been to Disney a couple times. But post kids, well, like Landon was born in Florida, so we went a couple times when he was young. But like legit post kids, because people have like one kid who's like 1 year old, and they're like, "Man, it's changed everything." We're like, "No, like have
3 of them.
4 kids like
Yeah,
Dave."
4.
That is having kids. That's a different Disney experience. But so we've only gone twice with the full entourage
Yeah.
of little ones. But yeah, we got the recommendation spreadsheet going.
They paid for it all.
Oh really?
But Lindsay's
let's-
cousin is a tour guide, so he had.
okay.
If you want the inside scoop on Disney, like this is a whole nother full podcast
give-
right
give
here.
him a
But you
shot.
want the
Yeah,
inside.
give him a-
This
give
is
him a
like
hit.
Dave grilling meats. Like I can only say so much in one podcast episode.
Yeah.
but
Well, that
if
we'll
you want a
tease
series.
that. We'll tease that. A future podcast. Everything Disney. Everything you need to know.
But what Dave said about rest is not in the works if you want the Disney secrets.
Yeah. I mean, how many parks are there in Disney? 5?
4.
4, and then
Well,
Universal Studios is 5.
yeah, not Disney.
And
separate.
Universal is separate.
Yeah.
There's 2 Universals, right?
My wife is also on here.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
want- if you join in-
want to hear from Ashley.
Adventures and then Universal, right?
yeah.
There's
I-
2.
Universal has multiple parks.
So
I
we-
would love to hear from Ashley.
We took Cam when he was under a year, and my parents went down to Daytona, and we drove up to Magic Kingdom for a day, and that was an awesome trip because he sat in his stroller, and we had one kid, and we just wheeled him, and we did the fast pass thing, and it was awesome.
So
Then we went when
no.
Cam was a little bit older, and then we had twins, and I hated it. It was awesome.
So let me give you a little bit of background on Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
Magic Kingdom is 1/3 the size of every other park in the area. But on top
But
of
2x
that,
the people.
yeah, but on top of that, everybody wants to see this fucking castle.
Yeah.
Right? The castle that's in all the movies. I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
we
I
can
think you
try.
can edit that out.
Is the FCC gonna come after you?
No,
Yeah.
it's fine. You
But it's like-
you should have seen some of our early episodes.
Everybody wants to see this fucking castle. Right?
And the kids love it. We're doing it for the kids.
Yeah. And man, they don't even have water stations,
You have to buy like an $8 water, probably.
which is totally fine. And I told Chase, and he's sitting over there. He's like, loving life. Yeah, I see you.
He's making sure our videos are working.
I told them, I go, this is your vacation. We will buy whatever you need. Right? Remember when we bought so here's a great story. We bought Chase this awesome big bag of cotton candy. This thing is probably like 2 feet big. I mean, it's probably 10 times my wiener, right? And as soon as we pull out, which I don't know,
That's
and I don't know that. I don't know that. As soon as we pull it out, he looks at me. He goes, "Dad, does this look like the same size?" And I'm like, "I don't know. What's up?" I look at this thing. It's 50% the size because I
Of what the,
guess
like,
I guess
show-
it was the humidity. They shrunk all of the cotton candy
That's
down
what
to
they
about.
all say. That's what they
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
I was so
Shrinking.
confused
Yeah.
at what point we switched from talking about
Yeah.
candy to weed.
I couldn't
I mean,
confuse.
It's probably half the size of his wiener now.
Oh my
It's the
God.
humidity.
Yeah.
So, all right. So
Yeah.
you did the Disney, the rest. So on your rest days, what'd you just do? Like pool
Oh,
and
rest
hang
days.
out?
Hey,
Did you get a?
I will
did you
say,
get a Coke 9 or 18?
and I'm just gonna call this out now. Is I have a sister-in-law,
Yes.
Jamie Neerlich, that said I was a functioning alcoholic, and I said, okay,
Not as much as you think.
Thank you
Yes.
very much, Mr. Ducksworth.
okay,
Quack, quack,
quack,
Mr.
quack, quack.
Great
Mrs.
movie.
Duckworth.
What's your favorite movie
My favorite
of all
movie?
time? Favorite movie?
Dumb and Dumber.
Okay. I don't
That-
know. What's
that-
your favorite, Dennis?
That's easy. Dumb and Dumber. How is that not? That
Dumb and-
is.
Probably most watched would be Super Troopers. You
All
ever
right.
watch that one?
Yeah. Right, meow.
That was a good meow.
Yeah, right,
He
man.
pull
Yeah.
over, man. I can't pull over anymore.
So,
That opening scene, like you watch that, whether you've been drinking or doing whatever,
Yep.
you're like, am I tripping balls right now? Like,
Schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
hey man, I'm gonna need that
Yeah.
$15 back for all that.
you know, the best line in there was like, "It's almost Mitternachten, but it gets me back to jail cell before I turn into pumpkin." Dude,
So-
that's the best.
I mean, I would throw Little Rascals out there. It's one of my favorite movies.
What are you, a pedophile? Why would Little Rascals be your movie?
Because it's like it reminds me of being a little kid. It was awesome. Or The Sandlot. I'd throw this. I'd say The Sandlot's
Oh,
out
that's
there.
weird.
Or Mighty Ducks. I'd throw Mighty Ducks up there too.
Well, because you said this was a podcast for old people, right? So
Yeah,
did you have VHS?
Yeah, the Disney VHSs. My dad still has them somewhere. I'm sure.
Because I feel like when we were
Said
kids,
Grammy
you
up
had a
here.
handful. Like for me, I had
Beer?
Angels in the Outfield,
Mm.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I had a couple of the, and it was just like you watch those every
is
day.
that?
Oh God, yeah. So my
Like
and I don't
Angels
know.
in the Outfield, I probably saw 150 times.
Angels in the outfield.
Yeah.
That's a good segue. So can your
Let's
kids? So my kids really, unless we're going to like a movie theater and watching a movie,
Yep.
they cannot sit for a movie.
No.
Like
And you
like
put
an
on
hour
like
and 15-minute, 20-minute movie, they cannot sit there.
also you put on cable TV and a commercial comes on. They're like, "What the fuck
What
is
is
this?"
this?
Like the show's broken. They're like
Yeah.
clicking at it, and we're like,
Yeah, my kids are like YouTube and Roblox and all that crap, and it's like if I'm gonna spend the $100 to go to the movie theater, they're gonna watch about 40 minutes of it, and they're gonna be like, "Can I go to the bathroom?" It's just kind of I feel like it's a lost thing where like we would
Yeah.
watch movies over and over and over, and it's like it just
It's like an event.
yeah.
It's an event.
Yeah.
"No, my kids like movies.
Really?
They'll sit there and stare at it until."
How'd you do it? My kids are just
Our
they,
kids will only do it if you make popcorn.
I don't know. They don't do it. But
True.
so
True.
we are like I said, we were out here grilling. We've already eaten dinner. It was delicious. But we wanted to do.
It was all right.
I guess we wanted. It was
One
all right.
chip challenge.
So yeah. Well, hold on. Before we get to this one chip challenge, you made your special sauce.
Oh no, I can't tell you.
So he was making the sauce, and I thought he was just opening up his cabinets and just dumping whatever he saw into this thing, and
Okay.
it ended up being
tell you.
all right. What was it?
Okay, I'll tell you.
Teriyaki?
Teriyaki. That he only says it because I'm Asian. It's a racist podcast,
No.
but I'm just.
Can't be canceled. Uncancelable.
I'll just tell you.
Just like
I'll
the
tell
pulled
you.
pork
I'll tell
recipe,
you.
right?
Yeah. Pulled pork. You
Pull
just
it until
gotta.
the teriyaki
Yeah,
comes
you just
out.
gotta. You just gotta f the pork until it's raw. It's normal stuff. But okay, here. This is how you make the sauce.
Dude, our fan in the audience really like that joke.
Hey.
Our audience is killing it. All right, here's how you make it. All right,
Yes.
a little bit of butter. Okay.
Yes. That's the base.
Okay, a lot of butter.
Like
A lot of butter.
A bowl full,
Lot of butter.
not too much.
A lot of honey. A dab of Worcestershire. Okay.
Yeah.
However you say that.
I don't know how to say it. That's
It might be a
that's real
different.
big.
It might be a different thing. Okay.
That's a $100 word on Scramble.
Little bit of ketchup. Okay. Your favorite barbecue sauce. So it's probably 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Okay. Probably 1.5 tablespoons of your favorite hot sauce, and then you freaking just make the magic.
Yeah, and you put it in the oven.
Stir it up. Oh, and then probably 3 tablespoons of garlic if you want to make it like a garlic butter
Really?
something. Yeah.
All right. Well, it was good. I was very skeptical at first. It had some chunks in it, but it was just the garlic.
He was soft. Andrew was soft.
Just to recap this recipe, if you want like a good garlic butter, it's like a lot of butter and a lot of garlic.
Yeah. It's a whole lot of love. It's a whole lot of love, and everything that you think you would want in something, just put a tablespoon in.
All right.
So a lot of butter, a lot of garlic. Anything else in a bottle in the fridge you can squeeze into it.
So we are gonna do. I'm very skeptical about this, but we are gonna do. Well, how do you even say that? Packy.
Packy.
So we are gonna do the one chip challenge today. Was it you that wanted to do this? Your kids? I don't exactly know who thought this was gonna be a great idea on a Sunday because we all have to work tomorrow. But we are going to do the Packy. One extremely spicy tortilla. That's a spice of meatball. With the Reaper pepper and the Scorpion pepper.
Hey, we need
The one chip challenge.
we need the container.
A simple being who thinks they can handle the surge of extreme heat versus one supercharged demon powered by the most electrifying peppers on earth. Are we sure we should do this? What to
I
expect?
feel like this is normal.
A tongue takeover, shock the senses, surge of tears, jolt to the gut, voltage overload.
All
I
right.
mean,
Hey,
most of that's a typical Sunday, right?
Yeah.
We need a.
And before we get to
All
the
right,
one chip
Dennis, go
challenge,
on.
we're gonna do the one more beer, which is a segment on our podcast where we just do one more question. That's enough to answer it is one more beer. So until we get to that, let's play the thing. You're not. What?
Okay, here. What's
Well, you're because you don't have the freaking things on. All right, so let's open
This
this.
is a good tune.
Yeah, it's a little.
Is that you playing guitar?
Yeah, that was me playing
You
guitar.
play
You
guitar?
don't play guitar.
On what is that?
Pube guitar.
Whatever the thing is
Got
on
it.
PlayStation. So, all right, were we doing
Yeah.
this? Yeah, Guitar Hero. I'm really big in Asia.
I'm the
Guitar Hero.
Pube guitar. Yeah, cool.
Pube guitar. All right, so are we doing this or what?
Huge- Not where I thought
Huge
that answer
whiner.
was
All
going.
right, here we go.
All right, we're opening it up, and I'm already sweating.
Oh
Oh my God, it's
gosh.
broken up.
It looks like a lizard.
All right, I'm gonna take this one. Let's
Didn't they say
describe.
not to
Let's
take it
describe what
from,
we're looking
like,
at. So right now it looks like it's green with some purple things on it, and
Oh, that was good.
oh man,
Does it count as a one chip challenge if you just have a little piece of it?
yeah,
Yeah.
I would say we have to do it.
Because we only have one chip, right?
You gotta do it.
Everybody that's here that wants
Huh?
to do it, do it.
I don't think anybody wants to do it.
No, nobody.
Are
What?
we doing it? Are we not?
Yeah, we are. All right. So this is the thing. So
Dennis, here.
hey, here's how this is gonna work. I'm going to.
Why is there nothing but big pieces left?
Have you guys ever seen the hot ones? So the hot ones is we're
Yeah.
gonna eat
Oh,
something
that
hot.
is-
And I'm gonna ask you a question,
Yep.
and then you guys are gonna answer it while
Oh,
probably
oh,
dying.
Oh, God.
All right, ready?
All
Cheers,
right.
my friends.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Small.
This
Yeah.
is so dumb.
Are we doing this seriously?
Oh, I
Oh my
can
God,
already
can
feel
the
it.
heat.
Oh, I can feel that coming. I can feel it coming
goodness.
in the air tonight.
I can feel the heat. Yeah.
there like
God.
Oh my God.
Oh God, it's starting to get worse.
It gets
Oh
worse.
God, and the beer's probably not gonna help.
I can feel it from here. Is there like anything
Oh.
enjoyable about it, or
No,
is it
it's just like pure agony. Like, oh man. Yeah.
Did you have
Oh
some
God,
Ashley?
it's starting to really hit. All right, here's the question, guys. So both of you, or at least one of you, are from Buffalo, and you moved here from Cincinnati.
Yeah, we both
Okay.
are.
Hold on, I gotta think. Hold on.
Water, I think, just mixes
Does it make?
around.
Does
Yeah.
anybody have milk? Oh
Yeah.
no, that was a mistake. Oh no! Oh shit!
Yeah, it's-
What do we do, Dave?
In the bucket.
Dave, is it hurting just as much as it's hurting me?
It's pretty hot.
have you ever done the milk gallon challenge? That
Oh,
feels
God.
like a good
Oh
one to
shit!
mix with here.
This was a stupid.
Oh, ranch. Oh, there. Now that is a pro Buffalo move. That is a child of Buffalo.
All right.
All right.
So we're from Buffalo. What is?
I mean, he should have brought blue
what
cheese
do you
out, but-
What do you miss about growing up and living in Buffalo? Now that you live in Cincinnati. Oh my God.
Probably the wings.
And then what's
like
your,
the spicy wings are probably the favorite thing that
What is your
I have
favorite?
memories of.
What's your
But your
favorite
tongue's
thing
like
about
blue,
living in
Dave.
Cincinnati?
Like bright blue.
Okay, that's no joke, man. How long do you think it's gonna last? Okay, now you gotta answer it while you're dying.
All right, pray for a while. Hey, can you give me water?
Oh shit! The water's a mistake.
I want water.
The water is not what you go to with spicy foods, Dave.
Yeah, it's only like
I actually, I'm actually okay.
Okay,
You guys want milk?
maybe milk would be fine.
I'll get you guys.
I'm actually okay. My eyes water when I watch like
Dave,
soft shows like Pocahontas.
tell me, tell me about what you miss.
I didn't have
What do you miss about Buffalo? Dude, I do. No,
No, Layden. No.
dude,
No, you don't want that. No, you don't want that.
Hi guys.
I'm dying, man.
Hi guys.
What do I miss? Oh,
Hi guys.
it's like
What do you miss-
seasons.
what do you-
Yes, I got some.
it's like seasons. Okay, what do you miss about growing up in Buffalo?
I need
Good
some
football.
Championships.
You guys haven't won. You guys.
AFC championships.
Oh, I feel like the
Talk.
Chip
Tell me
just-
what you're thinking about.
I feel like the chip just sits on your tongue.
Can I try
You
it?
know,
You know what I miss about Buffalo? Not a lot. That's why I live here.
it's cold as hell up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
It's
this
not even
is.
the cold. It's the snow.
I'm
You know,
crying. So I'm honestly.
That's hot. Yeah.
I'm honestly about to drink some of that ranch.
Is this I need lactate.
Oh, I'll drink it.
Oh, your wife was so kind to get us milk. Thank God. It's helping a little bit, but it's extremely hot. I don't ever want to do that ever again.
It's hot.
I mean,
Oh God.
it was a one chip challenge.
Yeah, I couldn't eat a whole chip of that. Could you imagine a whole chip?
You give me a lactate?
Okay, lactate. God, Dave, you're old. All right, so what were we talking about again?
What's on your mind right now, more?
Dude, right now, I just you know what's
Oh,
on my
it's hot.
mind. What's on my mind is I
It's
think about
pretty
this.
hot.
I think about this more than often than I care to admit. Like Navy SEALs and shit, they are taught.
Not what I
they're-
expected you to say, but go on.
But they're taught to like if they're. I can't even talk. It's so.
Wait, Navy SEALs are taught to
Let
eat
me-
hot chips?
Let me get this. Let me get through this. So if they get captured or whatever, they're taught not to like break or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I always think of some of the stuff. I'm like, how do they get through this? Like, what if they made this person eat a Navy SEAL eat like? Are you gonna die?
Why you get your sunglasses out there, tough guy?
Tell us all your national
Yeah.
security secrets. No,
Ah.
I'm not going to eat this chip. Fine.
Goddamn.
I'll tell you anything.
But like, how do they get through some of that stuff? Like, if they force you to eat 10 of those, or tell us the national security secrets. No offense, I'd probably be telling the national security secret. Holy
That is
shit!
hot.
Oh my god, it's starting to get better, but I think when it starts to get better is when it actually gets worse. Oh man.
I need more, Val. Give me more. Hey, Val, give me some more.
Oh man.
That's hot.
This. Oh, dude, now we get to do this. We crushed this.
Would you like some more?
Yeah, I would love some
I
more.
don't know if you crushed it. You ate one
You-
small
We survived.
Yeah.
We survived, dude.
You need to write on there, I crushed the one piece of a chip
piece of one
challenge.
chip.
I mean, I didn't
Goddamn.
have any, so
That
I
is
shouldn't
hot.
criticize too much, but I'm criticizing a little.
I
Are
appreciate
you a real heat seeker? Spice things up with these flavors. Freaking hot, super hot, hot, kind of hot, not hot.
I feel like we should have our own Top Gun names now.
How long can you last before you short circuit? Eating or drinking anything for relief. 1 minute, powerless. We're powerless. All right. I don't really know if we ever got to the answer about Buffalo. So growing up there, you don't miss anything about Buffalo? The wings, the cool temps,
I was saying the weather. I
What it-
love the weather.
what is the? Because I think for people like in Ohio,
I love the weather. I love the weather.
what is a typical, I guess, year look like in Buffalo? Like, is there seasons or is it just cold and then it's hot for 3 days?
There's snow season. There's mud season. There's that month of summer.
Yeah, I love it.
Pretty
Oh,
good.
I think it's starting to get better. That was no joke.
It's not.
In all seriousness, extreme weather makes you appreciate like
The seasons.
the change of it.
Yeah. Because I always
Yeah.
think when people are like, I'll move to California, and like I just could not imagine waking up on Christmas and it being like just a regular day, like it feels like in the middle of the year, like or in the middle of the summer, like 70 and sunny. It's not good when the only thing that feels better is to put milk on your tongue and leave it there. But I'm trying to talk at the same time, or really catch 22. You know? Whew. Yeah, I think air actually probably makes it worse, but I don't think we can really talk much longer because it's still hurting. Yeah.
I was gonna say you don't seem affected.
Yeah, Dennis didn't do it. He's the smart one.
Dennis didn't do it because he has a huge vagina.
Yeah, of course. Nailed it. All right. Well,
But
again,
mine isn't on fire right now either.
I appreciate you
True.
guys. I appreciate you guys coming on and talking and doing the one chip challenge. I don't think we'll ever do that again because
No, I have another one.
you do.
I have one more chip.
We should do it next time. We'll do it with all the kids when they
No,
screw
we should
up.
do it with a. I'm gonna call out Jeremy
He's like,
Veltro.
hell no.
Yeah, do it with him. Or you know what you could do? You could sprinkle some of that in like a dip. Really fuck everybody up. Yeah, like put it like as a little topping.
Oh my god, that's
Um,
hot.
Okay, well, again, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Drinks and Driveways. As always, you can find our episodes on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, and we're now on TikTok and Instagram at Drinks and Driveways. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon.